All right, so I've brought you all here for one reason, and it's to play a game. I hope you guys like games.
I love games.
Oh, yeah. Are you sure? All right, I think we're good with games. So we're here to play a game called What Comes in a Bucket? Subtext or uses for a bucket.
We didn't even have
Oh, are you getting a bucket?
Oh, you're getting. Oh, there's something. There's probably something in it. Oh yeah, yeah. We should represent the bucket.
Ominous bucket in the background.
Now there's a bucket.
What can we use it for?
What can we put in there?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I did. That would have been a good. I didn't put that in my tier list. I'm wondering if that's going to show up.
Oh. So in the end, I didn't lie to you guys yesterday, but we do have 31.
Oh wow.
Things.
Okay.
So I had some late submissions.
It's great because now it's behind me a little bit.
Yeah,
So I can
there
just
you
kind
go.
of like reveal it.
Should put the Furby on it. That's one use. Damn. All right. So for those watching and aren't familiar with this game, that's spreading across the nation. It's very popular. What I have done, I've talked to my esteemed colleagues here and asked them to submit to me up to 10 items that either come in a bucket or uses for a bucket. I think we're going to be very loose on this. And then in the end, or actually after each thing that we do reveal, I'm going to bring up the tier list and we're going to tier them. Okay. And the idea behind the tier list is how important is the bucket to the item? Okay, in general.
Could it go bucketless?
How
correct.
Okay.
Or is it like it needs
integral?
a bucket?
You need
Yeah. So let's just begin real quick first. Just the definition of a bucket, and this is the Cambridge University Press. A bucket is an open-top container, typically cylindrical, used for carrying liquids or solids, often equipped with a handle. It can also refer to various types of containers used for different purposes, such as gardening or ceremonial uses, which is
bucket.
very odd, but we might get to something like that. So then the key characteristics, and just so you know, this is AI slop, the characteristics. So it came up. So the shape is usually cylindrical or square.
I know what they mean.
Okay, like a cat litter.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
AI is not very smart, so we have to kind of dumb it down a little. Square.
Open floor plan, open top design.
Yep. Yep. Open top design and a handle featuring
Spacious.
a semicircle carrying handle known as a bell, which I did not understand. I didn't know that either.
The steel ones have the...
Yes.
Pail and
And this is something you brought up last night was what's the difference between a bucket and a pail? Well, a pail is often interchangeably with a bucket, but can have a lid. Oh. So a bucket with a lid is called a pail.
Oh, isn't that a can?
Oh.
No, I think that's when it's sealed. That's when you.
There's a lot of ambiguities here.
Yeah.
Well, like a trash can.
Oh yeah, or a garbage
like
pail.
A steel, like an
Garbage
80s
garbage
movie,
pail.
80s movie steel trash can.
Yeah.
With the
Oh yeah,
handle
good
lid.
call. Good call. Yeah. I agree with that. All right, so let's just start with the first one and let's talk about this, okay? So Halloween candy.
Oh, that's
All right.
a really good one.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty important.
Yeah.
I would almost consider that a
How did I not come up with that?
I know that's exactly it.
Did only one person submit this?
I won't reveal like who submitted what, but
I think we could make a guess.
But Halloween candy. What do we think? I mean, I'm thinking like B and A, right? I mean,
I think A.
Versatility, A.
Okay, because
But
we can
there's
always
so many
swap later on.
designs.
Because S tier is going to be for
Yeah,
Right.
we will be shifting stuff down.
I would say A. There's a lot of like collectible Halloween buckets too. out there,
McDonald's
so.
gets in on that.
definitely.
I think Dunkin' Donuts had like a
Dunkin'
bucket
has
of
the-
Munchkins
Yep.
this last year that I did not get in on. But.
Oh, and recent in the last like 10 years, Boo buckets. So instead of like an Easter basket,
Yes.
they'll do like a Halloween
Boo
one.
basket, yeah.
Oh, okay.
how
Like an Easter basket, but it's a boo
For
basket.
Halloween,
Yeah, exactly.
Rad. We might do
But
a basket
it usually
tier
is
list.
within said bucket.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's cool. All right. Well,
like it.
here we go. All right. So we placed that one. All right. So we get the game, right? We understand this? All right.
Not too bad.
Bolts.
bucket of bolts.
A bucket of
bolts, yep.
bolts?
It's intuitive.
It's a slur towards robots.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Or it's just
heard
like a
Or just like a piece of machinery isn't working. It's like it's a bucket of bolts.
yeah.
So, I mean,
It's a good
Not
B, I
heard
think.
that
I think it's
It's a
a solid
solid.
B.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I think its utility as a phrase outweighs its utility as a bucket
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
I would agree.
And so I think B is like it's still useful, but I think like you have a bolt organizer in the back for all your.
Yes, that you organize.
Yes,
It's got a tray of bolts.
Yeah, tray bolts.
Yeah,
And
they
that
don't
once
really
was a
come in a
bucket of bolts.
bucket.
The trays of bolts.
Yeah.
far improvement.
Organized.
Yeah. So, all right, I think a B is very fair. I think
Yeah.
we can go with that. B, bucket
for
bolts.
bucket of bolts.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, and let's go to another B here. Basketball hoop. What do we feel about this?
It was a basket.
Like if it's a
It
bucket,
was.
the
It
ball's
was a
not gonna
basket
come
originally,
out.
but calling it
Yep.
buckets, like buckets.
It's a slang
It's good.
term.
It's good as like a. Is it an adverb? I guess.
I don't know how that, like making buckets.
Making
Yeah,
It's
shooting
almost
Well,
buckets.
I mean, it's a noun, right?
Yeah.
No?
It's an action.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
bucketing?
verb.
Yeah. Well, like shooting buckets.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how important is it really?
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because buckets.
I'm
are
thinking
usually,
low
like,
tier 'cause
clothes.
Like you said,
it's
this
not
is like
it's not a
C or
material
D.
item. It's an action.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Okay.
its ephemeral value puts it in a C.
I think it's a D because I didn't even know this was a phrase, frankly.
Oh.
until like the past
Then-
week or so.
All right.
Sandro, you the basketball player
Yeah, no, I
and
know.
enthusiast.
Hey, look, I did play a lot of NBA Street Volume 2 as a child.
Okay.
Good
No,
soundtrack.
that's pretty good. I
Yeah.
didn't. So you got that on me.
Yep. All right, so I think a D is fair for right now, right? Because
Yeah.
I think
We'll see.
we're
Subject to change.
we're starting to do the spread here a little bit. So, okay, cat litter.
There it is.
Yay.
Yep.
But I don't think there's any other way to buy cat litter, is there?
Oh,
bags.
bags.
Big
Yeah,
bags.
it comes in bags.
I didn't think about that.
But the
However-
bucket is so useful because you can reuse the bucket.
Definitely,
Yeah,
and the cat
they
won't
have
go
a lot
in
of
it
uses.
because there's a lid.
Well, if you leave it open, they will.
Well, that's what I mean. Oh yeah, that's human fault.
No, the best thing with this bucket is that it's got a hinge lid.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, that's
you don't
pretty
have
cool.
to fully remove the lid. You can do
Right.
it one-handed.
I like a hinged lid.
And the reusability up here in the Northeast, that is a salt bucket.
yeah.
So it has multi-purpose.
Yeah.
So the bucket
Yeah.
itself does, but to the kitty litter, I think it's pretty important, but
It's
not
pretty
as
integral,
It's great.
yeah.
Yeah, it keeps it dry.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
this is a
Sealed.
solid A tier.
This is an A tier.
All right.
This
And
is an A
cats.
tier.
Who doesn't love cats?
Well, yeah,
Potentially
that's
S for reusability, but subject to change.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
used to
well,
use
so let's-
them
Yeah.
We'll see.
to hold
We'll
down
see
the
how
pool
good the
cover in
buckets
the
get.
winter.
We can go back to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of buckets here.
Yeah, we'll see how good these buckets get.
All right. Bucket o' dice.
Bucket of dice.
Okay.
Big dice bucket.
I
Yeah.
like that.
I like that.
I'm surprised I didn't think of this.
I do not want to
Interesting.
count that Yahtzee.
Guess how many dice
Oh my
are in
God,
the
that's
bucket?
true.
I feel like this is perhaps too many dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh, yeah.
like.
Well,
I mean, I don't want to get into the rating too soon, but I
like cons.
think the cons like even out the pros.
No, like
Yeah.
conventions.
Oh, like
Selling dice out
Selling
of a bucket.
all the
Okay.
Chess X
Bucket.
bucket of dice.
The Chess X bucket of dice.
You know
Discount
what would be
dice,
cool
you get
if
a
they had,
handful.
different dice and you do like a scoop?
Yes,
they
Like a
do.
Scooping of
mystery
dice.
scoop?
Okay.
That's what they do.
But do you really want to dig through a bucket of dice to find a die
Well, no,
you
you-
want?
it's a
It's a
random
surprise.
blind.
You
You
get
just
a
get a
scoop.
scoop.
I like
You
that.
get a cat litter scoop. Topically.
I would say this is B tier
Yeah,
still.
yeah. It's a
okay
good
with
use for a
that.
bucket.
Okay.
A bucket that would go otherwise unused
Yeah.
to the
There you
dice
go.
collector.
That's true. Okay. All right. Understood.
Dice
Understood.
goblins can agree and enjoy.
Oh.
Right.
Or house insulation.
Or, yeah.
I mean, really.
It's a mystery until you take a bite.
That's another game we could play with insulation or cotton candy.
How itchy is your tongue?
It's cotton candy.
So I
That
don't.
does look more like house insulation.
Most people eat cotton candy on the tube in a bag. The bucket, you've bought a bucket.
I did, yeah. We actually have one in the fridge still
Yes, we
because
do.
I bought it just for the bucket because it's like a Hello Kitty thing. So I thought the
that's
bucket
cute.
was
Collector,
cute.
yeah.
Yeah. So if it's like different branded like cotton candies, like you could get like you could put a Prodigy sticker on there and sell like Prodigy.
true.
Cotton
I feel like it
candy.
depends. If you are a true cotton candy enjoyer and you're in it for the love of the sport,
Yeah.
you could really get behind the bucket cotton candy.
Yeah,
but
it's like
it
you
is
can,
more
you
dense.
can reseal it if you don't finish all that cotton candy.
It's more
unlike
dense
a
in a
bag,
bucket.
You've already opened it.
That's true. It does
It's
keep
compressed.
it fresh.
Keep it
That's-
fresher.
It does keep
Okay.
it fresh, but it gets compressed. You get
Keeps
dense.
it from getting
It does-
moist.
yes.
Whereas like cotton candy off
Yep.
the paper cone thing is like nice and light and fluffy.
Yeah, they smush it down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Are we looking at our first C, or do you think we somewhere in the B?
For the
Or D? What
collectability,
are you
we could
thinking,
put it
Joe?
in B.
So I may be a cotton candy hater here because I'm like
don't
I,
like-
I think
I
this
don't
is
like cotton
I think
candy.
this is a C tier, but the
brought-
resealability has kind of been like, oh well, maybe you could keep it fresh,
That
but like
puts it
does
into
it
pale-
actually stay fresh after you reseal it, or is it like 2-day-old cotton candy?
Have you eaten any of that cotton
Yeah,
candy
the
in
other
our
one
fridge?
I got was s'more flavored. I forget what the
Oh.
bucket looked like, but yeah, I mean, I didn't eat it it all at once. There's a lot in there.
And were you able to like consistently enjoy it at roughly the same? Like it was just as enjoyable every time you went back to
over
it.
like a
A
few
baseline
days.
experience.
That's actually pretty
Yeah.
impressive for
Yeah.
something as ephemeral as cotton candy. So I would actually say B tier.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The fleeting,
Yeah.
the
All right.
fleeting cotton
That
candy
personally,
experience.
yeah.
are we pushing B?
I think low B.
All right.
I also appreciate that it's a PNG.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, we
it's
love
it's
a
the only one.
transparent
That,
We love a
It has
transparent
no
background.
background.
that's funny.
Give me that checker pattern.
All right, you ready for this? Feet hurt.
Ooh,
yeah.
Stepping
bucket of
on
Legos.
Bucket of
Legos.
Bucket of Legos.
Yep, that's a classic. I had one of those.
So are we thinking
It's every kid. You need to entertain a child and/or hurt an opponent
Yeah,
for
oh,
like
yeah.
3 or 4
minefield.
hours.
Yep, it's a minefield.
Bucket of Legos.
Yep.
Yep. So
It's much harder to minesweep for those.
I
They
but
do
a
not
bucket
set off metal
full?
detector.
I mean, I guess most they come in boxes, mostly, but
So they come in boxes if you're getting a set. The thing with a bucket
true.
of Legos is a bucket of Legos is a bunch of sets that have usually been like deconstructed by a child,
Yeah.
and so you're
Right.
just kind of
It's
if you're
got-
trying to be creative and
Right.
just trying to make something, you
Which
just dump out the bucket and figure it
it's
out.
the generational wealth of
yeah,
Legos.
that's
yeah.
that is
That is your inheritance of Legos.
It's true.
That set has not been assembled correctly in 10
Yeah.
plus years.
Yeah, I would say personally, at least, and I may be biased because I do love Legos. I would say this is a low A tier.
Yeah, it's A or B.
Yeah,
What do you think?
It
I know.
almost
I
splits
never
the-
played with Legos.
What?
I'm a big Lego guy.
No.
No, I feel like I remember, and maybe even not like those types of Legos, but like the bigger Legos when
Oh,
you're like a
Mega
younger
Blocks.
kid.
Yeah,
Like,
like
didn't
Duplos.
those
Mega
come in
Blocks,
some
those
sort
came
of
in
like
huge
Duplos.
buckets.
bucket?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if
Yeah, you got
They
like
sold them in buckets.
You got like
Yeah.
5 pieces
That's
because
kind
they're
of
so
what it
damn
reminds
big.
me of, that
Yeah.
nostalgia. So I guess I would say for that, if that's what we're
You
going
get
with.
2
wanna do
squares
A?
and 3
Yeah.
sticks.
Low A.
Low A. I mean, we'll still do there, and then
Yeah.
it has the option of possibly sliding into B as we move on.
Yeah.
So, okay. ALS challenge.
Oh, ice bucket.
Did anyone do this? Do you guys remember
Yes,
this?
I
Do you
did
remember
this.
I did one of
participating in
these.
it?
I
never
Yeah.
did it,
was
but
a
I
camp
watched a lot of
counselor
it.
Yeah.
when this was happening,
That's
and
true.
so I did this with my
yep.
campers. It was fun.
Yeah.
But honestly, how important is the bucket in the ALS bucket challenge?
It's very, it's part of the
very,
word.
yeah.
It's
part
kind
the
of
statement.
That's
the
crucial.
Yep.
So I mean, are we looking at?
I think we might be looking at our first S tier.
Ice bucket, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not S tiering
Yes.
Alzheimer's. We're
It's
No,
not,
it's-
no, it's
the
No,
um,
challenge.
Alzheimer's
Okay.
awareness.
It
and-
wasn't Alzheimer's. No, ALS is Lou
Oh,
Gehrig's disease.
oh, my bad.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
another
Oh, so then-
degenerative.
Yeah, I was just going to say, for anyone who doesn't know what the Ice Bucket Challenge was, it was probably like 10, 15 years ago. It was to raise awareness for this disease called ALS and raise money, and people were doing these viral videos of dumping a bucket of ice water on yourself.
Yep, and then you would nominate, or before that, you would nominate 2 or 3
yeah,
other
you'd
people.
say, I challenge other people
Yep.
to do it. Yep.
okay.
When challenges
So
were like
test.
cool and interesting,
Yeah.
and not just like,
And everyone's supposed to like donate $1.
and
if
not
you
just
did the
like steal from your
Yeah.
local Target challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, just eat a Tide Pod.
Oh, that's the next challenge.
That was
We'll do
sadly
that.
only like a year later.
That'd be a
The mighty fell so quickly.
All right. So how about the
also come in a
chocolate
bucket.
factory?
Charlie Bucket?
Charlie Bucket.
Come on.
Hey,
Wow.
This feels like a.
All right.
I don't think he needs to be a bucket.
So how
Physically, I don't know.
important is
I don't know if I would trust him to hold
this?
water.
Is what I'm thinking. I'm not a fan of Charlie Bucket. I think he's a selfish kid. I
No,
think he
his
spent the
his
family's money
grandfather-
on
His grandfather
gambling.
is selfish.
Well, that's true. Very true. But, again, this is a movie that's pro-gambling and tells you, why not gamble? You might win a chocolate factory. So, Charlie Bucket, I think he has no management experience. He's never owned a business. He is detrimental to the chocolate factory. So,
He's gonna tank.
I'm going to take over this, and we're going there.
Wow.
F, yeah.
Well, I also
Okay.
think he's like you.
What do
could-
you think?
My other reason why F is you could change his last name, and I think the story still works.
Okay.
He does not need to be a bucket.
Bucket,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's kinda
bucket.
random.
has
He could
nothing to do with it.
he could be Charlie Box, and it works.
Yes.
You know what I mean? All I'm saying.
All right. Cool. All right. How about this one? Crabs in a bucket.
Sandro and I love crabs in a bucket.
Oh. I feel like that's okay, but I feel like this is more of like a pail. Like when people are on the beach and they're digging for clams or whatever, they're putting them in a pail.
'Cause
I
you
don't
have to
know
cover it,
why,
right?
Well,
But it just like,
So this
Here's-
is the
here's
great thing
the-
about crabs in a bucket.
Yeah.
They cannot get out because they'll keep pulling each other down. So you don't need a cover or anything.
Unless they're
Okay.
stacked like
This
this.
is-
Well, this is an AI.
I think this is AI slop
This
as
is
well.
not only a
the
physical
machine doesn't
representation.
know
No.
about crabs in the bucket.
Yeah. If it did,
doesn't have
needs to learn.
firsthand experience.
yeah. So this one's a double-edged sword because you've got a literal Like you got a bunch of crabs in a bucket, but you also have the philosophical sense of crabs in a bucket.
And also, if you want to feed your family, crabs in a bucket. If you want to entertain yourself for 5 to 10 minutes, crabs in a bucket.
Sometimes when you go to New Orleans and you get fish fry, they pour crabs out of a bucket right onto your table.
Want to feel something on your hand? Stick your hand in crabs
You
in a
want to
bucket.
troll your friend? Give him a bucket of crabs.
Personally, I would put this in S.
I think this might be a low S tier. I was gonna say
Seriously?
A, and now that you're going for S, I'm gonna back you up on this.
I'll shoot high.
I don't feel like I have enough
it's a high S
experience
tier.
with crabs to rate this.
So I also I spent a lot of time on Cape Cod as a kid, and just like at the beach. So I have put crabs in a bucket before.
Okay.
I also have done
It
that.
is a deeply satisfying
I'm not in the
experience.
bucket crabs club, but so I'll let you guys have your S for this.
And I don't eat crabs. I don't know. I prefer them in the
Well, we
water
didn't either.
swimming, but
We just kind of.
Well, that's what you do, catch and release.
okay.
And
just kinda play
what
with them for a
faster
little bit.
way to release all the crabs at once
Than to pour 'em out of a
the bucket.
right?
That's true.
You could pour
And you
right
don't
into
get
the
hurt.
ocean.
Exactly. And the
All
crabs
right.
don't get hurt.
I'm kind of sold on that,
No
even though again
pinchies,
I don't
Yeah.
eat them. It doesn't matter.
Oh, we didn't either. So.
all right, that's
These
cool.
Little tiny
Yeah, so
guys.
because they're red, so they're actually boiled in this picture, which AI doesn't.
No,
understand
Christmas crabs are
No, I
red.
think they're
Christmas
just
Island
like
crabs are
that.
red. Yeah.
That. Oh, that's interesting.
We don't get those here though.
No, Christmas Island.
No.
That's the name.
All right, pet food. This can be any pet food. Bird food is like, it's more. I don't know. It's
Very-
more buckety because you have to
very
keep the
similar
mice out.
design.
But there's there's
To the cat
pet
litter.
food storage containers where like your pet food comes in a bag. You open the bag, you can't reseal the bag,
And then you
so
pour it
dump
into a cat litter container, which is what this is.
The cat's not gonna care,
Yeah, like
honestly.
we have storage buckets at home
Yeah,
for
we do.
the dry food for the cats.
So I think this is pretty important, but
I personally also would put this at S tier. The
Yeah.
reason I put it above the cat
Leave it there
litter
and we'll-
is an animal is going to try to get to its food more than it's going to try and get to its litter.
True.
Very true.
And I think having, right, like you can do cat litter in a bag, like that's what my mom does. And like
Yeah,
it
it
works.
doesn't need to be kept like fresh
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah,
So if the bag doesn't reseal, it's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, having the food in a bucket, I think,
Yep.
is far more
Yep.
important.
I want my kibble crunchy.
Yep.
We had left our bucket of birdseed outside once, and it wasn't latched, and a raccoon got
Yep,
into
we got
it.
footage of
Oh.
it.
It was so funny because his like back feet were hanging out, but his front feet, he was just like,
Oh, he was so
he
wide.
was in heaven.
You have
Yeah.
to show
So
that video to
funny.
Sandro.
Yep,
So
I
you
have
gotta
that.
make sure you
I have it
latch
saved.
those buckets.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. All
At
right.
least it wasn't a bear though.
Yes.
Oh, we've had that too. Eating the birdseed out of the bird feeder.
Oh.
All right. How about Earth?
Oh,
An excavator bucket.
Yep. Bucket of dirt.
Okay.
Bucket o' dirt. I
Bucket
think
loader. Yeah,
like
they do call them that.
I've shoveled dirt before. I would much rather have an excavator
Well,
bucket.
what if you have to just like? What if you're planting like a single flower plant?
Have you seen people flip quarters with an excavator bucket? Like,
yeah,
my
but could you
goodness.
do that?
no, but
Could
I'm
you
just
dig
saying
a
you can
small
be
hole with a big bucket?
you can be very exact with an excavator bucket.
Yeah.
But does it mean the Earth needs it? Probably not.
No,
I mean,
but
if you're
it is
making a
called
house or something, maybe.
A bucket loader as well.
Yeah.
So the name is integral.
I do think this is an A tier.
Yeah, this is good. I like big
It's
machinery.
important for
Yep.
construction.
Yeah.
Very.
Love
Okay.
me some hydraulics.
Even during the
Definitely.
snow, sometimes they'll just.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're doing that right now.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were doing that. UMass was doing that last week.
Yep.
So.
Okay, here's the best one. Toilets.
Yep. Survival toilets.
How important is the bucket right here?
Really
That's a high
important.
S tier.
Okay.
I especially
High.
like the can holding up the toilet
Oh, it's
paper.
genius.
Yeah, you don't want to put that on the ground.
As I did
Yeah.
find images, people use the handle of the bucket, and they did something where you can put the toilet paper in the handle. I think they undetached it or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, because
that's
it doesn't go all the way through the handle. That's why there's a little lip in the middle.
Oh, that's true.
It's
Oh,
two
okay.
little pieces that you like pull apart.
So
you just stick it
I
in
think it's pretty ingenious.
Yeah.
if,
I
agree.
you know,
And
and
the
obviously they put
bag, the bag liner is very smart.
You definitely need that.
Yeah,
So I
very
mean,
smart.
I'm thinking in the A tier, but maybe B. I don't know.
I think this is high A.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good A.
I would put this above the candy.
Cotton
Good
candy.
use of
Toilets
a
above cotton
sealable,
candy.
waterproof.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's true. Because when
aerable
you're
without
done,
getting your hands dirty.
you can put a lid on it
Yep.
and call
Yep.
it a day.
And it's got a handle, so you don't have to get in there.
That's very true.
Nice.
Very true. How about salt?
Salt bucket.
Bucket of
Especially this
salt.
time of
I would
year.
not put salt in a metal bucket like that, but
Oh yeah, good call.
it will be.
Why?
It will be a
Corrosive.
straight through.
Oh, good call.
There will be
Good
no
call.
bottom to that bottomless bucket.
And it
Very,
does look
very
like in this picture, does it even look like all that salt could have fit in that
No.
bucket at one point?
No, I think this
It
is
would
like
be
a-
like
It's
cartoon,
a
like mound.
dramatization.
Yeah, it'd be like a cartoon mound on top.
It's very dramatized.
Yeah. Salt. It's the best way to keep like road salt in a plastic bucket.
Plastic, that's true.
5
The
gallon bucket.
picture is metal, but you're right. Like in a bucket
Yep,
itself.
I would
like-
use any of these buckets on screen except for the last two
Yeah.
to hold salt.
And I hate to start evening things out. I mean, we can go wide enough.
I'd put
it's
this
fine,
in A or B.
I would put this. Okay, so can you put salt in a bag? I think the answer is yes.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, but salt
Oh.
is sharp.
It's true.
Salt's got edges because it's
Yeah.
crystal.
Yeah.
Like a crystalline structure.
And these are big chunks, so I mean, they can be
Yeah,
very
this is
small
rock,
too.
This is rock salt.
Yeah.
All right.
Like salt.
Maybe this is A tier then.
If we're talking table salt, sure, it could come in a bag. Usually it comes in a can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But road salt, rock
Yeah.
salt.
If you're gonna
in a bucket.
salt your sidewalk or something, you want a bucket of
that
it.
and the
say-
cat litter scoop,
Yep.
Yeah, we'll say A
match
tier.
made in heaven.
All right. How about chicken?
Chicken in a bucket.
It's
Bucket
different.
of
Yep.
chicken.
We would say KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it could also be Kelly Fried Chicken.
Yay.
It's
Oh,
true.
hell yeah.
So yeah, there's that too. So
Bucket of
again,
chicken.
I don't eat chicken, so I don't think chickens belong in buckets.
Would
but
you eat a bucket of
Corn?
imitation chicken? Corn.
The Q.
corn?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
corn.
bucket of it? I eat
Sure.
like 4 nuggets.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
I sometimes forget how much food I eat.
That's like
Well, or how little, Jeff.
Well,
Jeff-
I also
Jeff is
put it on either
increasing-
pasta or salad.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
Okay.
yeah.
that's the problem with this picture. So this was at a work event and there was like a food truck or whatever that was selling like fried chicken and I was like, oh, I'll just get a bucket and like see if my coworkers want any, which of course they didn't. So everyone's like, oh, like wow, Kelly, you got a whole bucket of chicken for yourself. And I was like, no, I was gonna share it with you guys.
That's funny. I did wonder what the context was in this photo.
Yeah.
So I think importance of the bucket when it comes to chicken.
It's an iconic KFC.
It is.
Honestly, that was my first thought when you were like, we're doing this bucket challenge. What comes in a bucket? My
Yeah.
brain was like
Yeah,
chicken.
KFC chicken. Yep.
You know, again, even though I prefer chickens alive, I do think if they're going to be served, if they're served
the
in a
way to do
bucket,
it.
it's
Presentation
You're
in
doing
a
it's
bucket.
family
pretty
meal.
important.
Presentation a bucket is such unique presentation.
Yeah.
This might be S tier.
Yeah.
S-tier.
Yeah, I think this
I'm
is
up there
S.
too.
Bucket
It's so unique
of chicken.
Yeah.
and it just works so well.
Yep.
That's iconic.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. This one, I have no idea, but why? But maracas.
Oh, yeah. No, think about it. Okay, why shake one Morocco when you can shake all of them?
A bucket of maracas.
That's genius.
Yeah.
You can shake
I
the
rest
whole
my
bucket
case.
at the top,
Extra
but you
shaky.
can't hear it. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
unless
you
the
can.
bucket
Yeah,
has
you can.
holes
Oh,
in it.
yeah.
That's a
yeah.
plastic
Yeah.
bucket. You
This
can-
one might have holes in it.
This-
Now that I look at it.
This is topical with me mentioning that I was a camp counselor earlier. Also,
We
if you
died.
need to hand out a bunch of maracas,
That's
Having
the way
them
to
in
do
a
it.
bucket.
you do not want to have those in a bag that's every time
Yeah.
you're making the slightest movement. You want
That's
that
true.
in a secure bucket.
Yep.
So it shakes as one unit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
important. Oh man, this is it. You,
I think
you
this is a
did bring
B
up.
tier.
You did bring up an interesting. Yeah. Because
this is
if you're gonna
functional.
shake a bunch, like that is the best way. You can try to hold them in between your fingers, or just take the bucket, and it turns into the shaker
Wolverine
itself.
with maracas.
But at that point, is the bucket a maraca itself? And then we're talking
believe-
inception.
That's a
I
philosophical
believe
kinda
it
question.
does
is. It's like
become a
maracas
maraca
inside a
because
maraca.
now it's you have the like particles. But what makes a particle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then can you put these buckets in a bucket?
Oh, God.
In a bucket, yeah,
Where
a
does it
bucket of
end?
maracas. Yeah.
And
So-
then you put all the buckets in a big maraca.
I think this is,
An actual maraca.
and you get the construction loader to shake that.
Yes. And yeah.
I think B tier is pretty
Yes.
fine. I
think
think
this
that
is
makes
dead
sense,
even.
but we can
Sure.
also D tier it if we need to. So.
There's a maraca on the control stick of the loader as well.
That's funny. How about water from a well? How else are you getting water from a
Pretty
well?
integral, sure.
You aren't.
Yeah.
Until like 1800s, you aren't getting
Correct.
water from a well without a bucket.
Yep.
Yeah. This one felt
This one carried. I
very
think.
S tier.
Yeah, this one carried.
We would
And I
not
do
be-
think we all had maybe water at some point. I don't even know. I don't have the list on me
Yeah.
right now, but
Yeah.
No, this one carried humanity
Yeah.
for a long
I think
time.
it's S
I
tier.
put this
definitely.
S.
Yep, I agree
Yeah.
with that. I agree with that.
To me, if I had to give up the bucket of fried chicken or the bucket of water, I know
Yeah.
which one I'm cutting.
We've only
Yeah.
had the bucket of fried chicken for like 100 years. We've had the bucket of water
And it's been
for
a-
like 1,000 years.
But
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, what about Dunkin' Donuts Munchkins?
Yes. Oh God, this
I
was the awful
hate
AI
Yep,
image.
that's why I included this one.
White Billy.
Oh my God.
this has been the foreshadowing of all the other AI slop.
God, this is the sloppiest one. Those aren't even
Yeah.
Munchkins.
No, they're not.
Just whipped cream in there.
Can you imagine how big of a bucket that has to be? Because Munchkins are like they're they're not small. Those are like marble sized.
Yeah.
And there's
So-
whipped cream in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like
that,
just loose. just
Blush-in
I remember
Halloween.
that picture. That disturbed me for like
White
2
Yes.
days straight.
Yeah, white blush-in Halloween.
They spelled Halloween right though. It says like white
Those are almost bees.
blanchon.
The E's are almost bees.
Yeah.
So I would even go D or C with this.
Put that in D because of the
That's- yeah.
AI.
Yeah,
slop.
get out of here.
The
Learn how
AI
to spell.
slop.
AI slop makes it
And this was
bad.
their ad. I
Yeah,
mean, they
that was a real promotional image.
They
you
have
go.
enough money to put a Dunkin' Donuts within 3 blocks of every New Englander.
Yep. Correct.
But
with that.
not enough to like pay a single artist.
Or to put munchkins in a bucket and take
And
a
take a
photo.
picture.
Yeah,
You know,
So, all right. Sand.
great. Yep, a
how
classic.
you going to build a sandcastle?
Yep,
Correct.
This is a classic, especially with the designs of the buckets, like we see here, the rook
Yep.
Yeah.
design.
rook.
And
Yep.
I think on top of that, the salt argument could also fall into this, where
Yeah.
you bring sand out onto the sidewalk. You're not
You
you're
ain't
not
doing it
carrying
without
a bag.
bucket. Yeah,
because
you
it
ain't
is
doing
heavy,
it without
so-
a bucket.
I think it's another S tier.
This might be just because of the versatility of design.
Definitely.
You get the
Okay.
cone-shaped ones. You get the walls. You get the
Or skeleton shaped, you know.
yep,
Yep.
skeletons.
Check out our YouTube channel.
They
All
work
right.
for sand or snow.
We were
Now-
playing in the snow.
We're gonna start getting into the weird ones, which is
Oh,
fine.
geez.
Which is fine. But
Wait,
not weird.
none of
but
these were weird.
so umbrella.
This okay. Did,
And
I
this was it. I don't think this was, not to point you out, but you're the one that came up with the
I had
umbrella.
something similar.
I-
But
have
I think
another
you were
one
thinking
similar
of
to
the
this.
umbrella stand.
Yeah,
Like,
but I had
okay.
another one that's also kind of similar to this concept with a different
Yes.
object. So
Yep.
maybe we'll get there. But yeah, this is interesting.
I
Okay.
think we're talking about the same thing.
Okay.
Is it? Do you get letters in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that might happen too.
Or
But-
perhaps like you begin building a fence with it.
Ooh.
Maybe. So,
get
I
to
mean, importance of the bucket to that umbrella, it's
can't you just stick it in the
paramount.
ground?
Well, that's true too. You can just
Yeah, I
dig
mean,
a small
what-
hole, but then the
well, we don't
umbrella
see-
gets lower.
We don't see the mechanism of umbrella latching here. Like
Right.
what
Like
is in the
how?
bucket?
Yeah. How is it sitting straight up? What is in the bucket that's
This is
holding the
AI.
umbrella straight up?
Is it sand?
It's
Is
probably
it,
sand.
Is it
Yeah.
concrete?
I don't think
Is
sand
it,
would-
What are we?
Oh, concrete, and then they put a hole in it to dry, and then you can just put
Well,
the
no,
the
you
bucket.
stick it in while it's drying.
But
so
the
it
wind
stays-
is going to knock
Yeah.
this over.
Yeah.
And if it's concrete, that's like 40 pounds.
Yeah. If that was concrete, like that would be functional.
horrible
but
design.
Anything
I-
else?
I think this is C tier.
This
Yeah.
is C. It's a good
Definitely.
idea, but like
This is our first C tier.
If you
It's
need
kinda
it, like
weird.
all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I can't get an umbrella to stand up, and you happen to have a
They
bucket.
make little stands for them. It's
They
fine.
do.
Yeah,
And
they
then you
also
put
just
water
make
in.
them sharp, and you just jam it in.
Yeah, or
wherever
they
you
have
want
like that
it.
screwy thing on the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, the like auger.
Like beach umbrellas
Yeah.
have like the screwy
You have like the auger on the bottom.
deal.
Totally. Marbles.
Marbles, bucket of marbles.
marbles.
Okay. I'm more partial to a jar, but I
Jar-
would accept the
Oh
bucket.
yeah, jar of marbles.
Yes,
like a jar of marbles.
So,
Yeah,
so-
as you see behind, they have them in
They're in jars.
jars that you can cap.
Yep.
yes.
That's the key is you can see.
Yeah, you can see.
Your
Yeah.
marbles.
Oh,
like
I don't
we
think
could
a
get
bucket.
a clear bucket though. I mean, it's possible.
I
yeah, you
think this is a C tier.
I think it's either
think
D or
it's-
C.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's room for improvement.
Yeah, there's room for improvement, but it is functional.
Yeah.
It's
It's
holding
a,
them.
it's a good way to get
Right.
a lot of marbles from one place to another. And
Yep.
also,
Right.
pouring out a jar of marbles, a little challenging.
It's
pouring
true,
out
the lip-
a bucket of marbles,
Yeah.
just
Yep,
and
the
the
little,
floor
like-
is full of them.
You're
The
never
lip-
finding them again.
Exactly.
The edge before it becomes the neck of the jar.
Yep.
They
I agree with that.
They do get bottlenecked, literally.
Popcorn.
Great bucket.
Come on.
That's a
Get a
great
bucket.
bucket.
How else are you eating popcorn?
The design here is also, there's wide range of designs. Do we have a picture?
Collectible.
Do we have a
Yeah,
picture of the
popcorn
Wolverine?
buckets.
Collectible.
I should have brought some. I have some cool
The
collectibles.
Wolverine bucket is magical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Deadpool bucket.
I
as
would
well.
say this is more culturally important
or
than
S.
fried chicken.
It has
personally.
become far more culturally important lately.
and I
Are
think
we
right like
S-tiering the popcorn bucket?
in my opinion, okay,
I'd put it after chicken.
I would also put it after chicken.
I mean, given these probably aren't in an order yet, or I mean, we can do that, I guess, but I'm just dropping
Just
them in.
tiering.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess just for shits and giggles here.
Yeah.
We can place them in the middle. Oh, I didn't realize you could do that.
Sandro is much
That makes
experienced
sense.
with
I think,
tier
I mean, again, a bucket. Or as you went to the movies and there was a bucket, like you could bring your own bucket,
Yeah,
right?
they did a
Yep.
bring your
Oh,
own
that's
bucket
fun.
thing. Well,
Show
it
up with a
was,
tote.
but it was also a little like superfluous because like you have like a family of 5 who's bringing like 5 like of the 5-gallon like that.
Yeah, Home Depot buckets.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Lowe's buckets or whatever, and everyone's getting a full 5-gallon bucket of popcorn, and I'm like, you guys aren't gonna eat all of that.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna end up
That's
on
the
the floor
American
and
dream
make a
right there.
mess. And I was like,
The American dream of wasting food.
Yeah,
Wasting
exactly.
cheap food.
But the
Wasting
concept
cheap
of just
food,
like
yeah.
bringing your own container, I guess, for
Yeah.
popcorn, like
It's like bringing your bags to
bring something cool,
grocery
you know?
store.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't
it's like
know.
the high school whatever Spirit Week.
Yeah.
They would have like, oh, anything but a backpack day. It's
Yeah.
like people bringing
Oh,
like a
that's
wheelbarrow or a
I'd
bucket.
bring a bucket
Yeah, they
for
do-
my
yeah,
books.
That's
exactly.
funny.
Oh, we didn't see books.
Book bucket.
Oh, well.
I like that.
And they
idea.
don't fit well. It's
it's horrible.
squaring
Horrible
around a
idea.
hole, yeah.
What about slop?
I
Ew,
like
what is
like a
that?
slop bucket as a concept.
I think that's actually a Halloween costume. That's a
Well, he's
it's either
obviously a
AI
Slytherin.
that's AI.
or
That's AI.
okay.
It's AI.
I
It's
think
too
this is-
soft and
yeah.
round.
Yeah,
But,
there's like
What
an
even
octopus
is
in
that?
there.
I
It's
don't
like
know
it's a
what that
shrimp
is.
or something.
So if you're gonna carry around slop,
It
how
would be
else
in a
are you?
bucket.
Yeah, you
Slop
got it.
in
I
a bucket.
love a slop bucket.
bucket.
Not
So-
for personal use, but as like
Ew.
a concept.
Are we
Yeah.
pushing A or S?
I
or
think
what
that's
are
an
we
A.
thinking?
That's an A.
Thanks
for me.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's held back by the fact that I don't want the slop, but I do need the bucket for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
to get rid of the slop,
Yeah.
I'm
True.
gonna do it with a bucket.
Exactly.
It's very true.
If it's easily movable, it's in a
Gross.
bucket.
Yep. What about stilts?
Oh my
Oh my
look
god!
at those.
I haven't seen those in like
Not just
20
stilts,
years.
but like
know,
we're
right?
talking painter stilts too.
Yeah.
So this came up with, again, not to point you out, but you mentioned platform shoes.
Wait.
I could not find
Those
any
are
photos
platform
of
shoes.
platform shoes that,
With a
that you could
bucket?
use with buckets. There you
Those
go.
are shoes on a platform.
Yes. So technically, I mean,
need
you can
buckets for
you could like paint that up and make them look nice and
big
go to
goth
a
boots.
go to a
I'll wear those
goth
to the
night.
club.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I've stood on a bucket to reach
Yeah.
something before.
definitely.
To do something.
OSHA compliant.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
funny.
Yeah, very.
Well, hey, it's stable.
I mean,
3 points of contact.
Yeah. What? Yeah, if your hand's on the wall, I guess.
are we thinking like B-ish? Like, how important is the bucket for painting a ceiling?
It's
You
a
know,
B.
like,
it's B.
It's
Yeah,
a
I would
good
say
use
B.
for a bucket.
It's not the
Yeah.
most practical.
It's a good use for a bucket, but a
Yep.
bucket is not required.
But I
Correct,
could see someone
correct.
getting into the habit of doing this every time.
yeah,
and
definitely.
That's reasonable.
This guy looks like he's a genius.
He's a
This was in the
professional.
80s probably too, or AI, one of the two. MREs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. This is a great, again, with the
Interesting.
sealability,
I think it's very important.
waterproof, dustproof,
20
Oh,
years
yes.
right
humidity
there.
resistant.
Yeah.
It's a square shape, so you could put it.
Yep.
They stack easily.
That's a reused cat litter bucket right there.
Yep.
Correct.
It is the perfect bucket design.
Yep. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm-
are we talking S for MREs? Because you can get MREs in bags, which
Yeah,
these
but the
are also in
bags will
bags.
come in a bucket potentially.
The bags usually come in a box as
That's
someone who gets the
probably
bags.
That's a
what it
bucket of
is.
bags.
Yeah, because the bags they can suck the air out
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
replace it with nitrogen or whatever. Make
How
it
else?
last
How
longer.
else are you storing a month's supply of food when we like?
Yeah,
need
It's
it?
in a bucket.
I was about to say it's
Do you
either
use
you
it?
go cardboard boxes or it's a bucket, and I think cardboard boxes have
Yeah,
a lot
mice
more
can get
fail
into
points.
them.
Mice get into them.
This might be
Water
S tier.
ruins the box. I think this is an S.
Okay.
Wow.
I
We've
agree
been
with
putting
that.
food in buckets for a long time.
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
I'm getting an appreciation for how much buckets have brought
Improved.
humanity.
So I will also
modern
note
day.
that of the 365 days a year, 12 months, there is not one bucket appreciation day.
National
Wow.
Bucket Day.
We use buckets and they don't complain.
What's today?
They
It's
do
the
what they needed to do and they move on.
The
with
8th
their
of
life.
February, Bucket Day.
Yeah.
We make it Bucket Day.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Official Bucket Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Buckethead.
Buckethead, and he's wearing a chicken bucket.
So how important is that bucket to him? It's very. I mean, he
would- I
doesn't
would
wear
agree.
that.
I'd
He's not
have to change his
Buckethead.
name.
From an artist
Yeah.
standpoint, it's integral.
It
be like
is.
marshmallow without the marshmallow.
Yep. Correct. Marshmallow, like the
artist.
horror.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a lot of marshmallows.
Yes.
So, I mean, my mind, it's
Radiohead
it's an
without the
S
radio.
tier, but I mean, we can throw kind of A because he can still play guitar without it. He's just not Buckethead without it.
I would agree. I think this is an A tier.
Okay.
I think it is not so. It's not a crucial pillar of society, but
yeah,
it
as
is
an
a
art form,
crucial pillar to this man's psyche.
Cultural
Yeah.
way. Yeah, I get that.
As art, it's perfect.
How about some lube?
Yeah, industrial grease, baby.
How else are you getting your lube? In
And
buckets.
the best part, if you've ever seen somebody like on a YouTube short or on TikTok, like scooping grease with their hand,
Yeah.
they stick their
Ew.
hand. Well, they got a glove on
Yeah.
usually,
Yeah.
and they just stick their
Depends.
hand in the bucket. They go, and it's super satisfying.
They're being safe.
And then they grab it. And
It
they
does
just
make that
slap
sound,
it
too.
down on the. Usually it's the semi trucks, the thing that connects the trailer to it.
Oh, yeah.
You just grab a handful, they just, and then they rub it around on there.
So as far as lube, I think the bucket's pretty important, even though
Oil.
you can get them, and oil. that's
Synthetic
right.
oil comes in 5-gallon buckets as well.
So I think it's pretty
And it
important,
comes with a
but
little spout too. It's
Okay.
actually really cool.
but they can also come in cans. So
Yes,
and
if you need a
bottles
smaller
and
amount,
bottles.
Tubes.
if you need a smaller or significantly larger amount,
Yeah.
I would say this is
this is B.
B tier.
It's
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
a very
I believe with that.
It's very industrial and utilitarian.
Yep.
Because
the
also-
average Joe will never see one of those.
Well, also,
but
I
it makes the world go round.
for industrial use, I could see a barrel being effective.
But you can't pour a barrel.
Oh, that's true.
Wait,
you can
don't
scoop
people-
out of a barrel.
No,
And
they,
you're
pump,
not.
they usually have a hand pump. But
Oh,
if you
that's
just
true.
need 5 gallons,
Yeah.
No, that
it's
makes
there,
sense.
perfect.
That makes sense. Okay, how about a bucket of quarters?
Laundromat owners unite.
But do you bring a bucket?
Yes.
Nobody brings.
How many
it.
loads
Yeah.
do you need
That would be so heavy.
to do?
It is super heavy, but I as a laundromat goer, every Sunday,
How do you carry your quarters?
in a bag.
I feel like a
don't have
bag
this-
is better,
I don't have this
yeah.
scale of
Yeah.
quarters. This is for the guy emptying the machines.
No, when I used to work in cash control,
Good
and
call.
the corn sorting
Yeah.
machines put them in bags, like these big heavy duty bags. So
Yep.
we have to
Like
change
burlap
the bags
sacks.
on the machine all the time.
Like
Yep.
canvas?
Yeah,
And they're not
yeah.
plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your laundromat owner, all the ones here in town,
Mm-hmm.
they empty the machines. They take the quarter cartridge out, and they go, and then they dump it into one of these.
They
And
need a bucket.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I'm gonna be so real. I think this might be like a B or a C tier because I
It's
do
B
think
or C.
Yeah.
I think a
You don't-
bag
There's a
could get
better-
the same
Bags are
job
better,
done.
yeah.
There's a better way to do it.
This might be C tier then.
See, I'm fine with C because again,
C
pockets.
for corn.
Yeah.
You know, you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other ways, but if you're gonna,
Quarter.
hey, look at this
There it is.
mailbox.
mailbox.
Bucket of
Yep,
mailboxes.
this is the best way to prevent a snowplow from intentionally hitting your mailbox,
It's true.
because they will certainly not do it
Oh my
again.
God.
After they hit an actual boulder.
I'm trying to remember if we had this when I was a kid or not. Like our mailbox would constantly fall down, and I don't know if we were at the end of a dead end street. I don't know
Yep.
if the plow kept hitting it, but I know at one point it was just kind of leaning way over, being in the ground. And my dad jerry rigged, tied a rope to the mailbox, tied the rope to a nearby bush, to try to
Winch
hold.
it back upright.
It was not okay. So I don't remember if we resorted to just sticking it in a bucket
Yeah.
of concrete.
That
These
would
are-
work.
These are
It was
great as a temporary. So this one looks like a temporary fix potentially. 'cause
Yeah,
one,
if the ground
concrete's
just
wet.
isn't.
It also looks like it's raining
Actually,
in
it's
this
raining, so
picture.
the concrete
Yeah.
might just be wet because of that. But you can
Yeah.
see there's a former mailbox post.
Right,
there.
yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
Correct. This was so. I mean,
But
integral
you could bury
to
this.
to that mailbox. Very integral to
Yeah.
any mailbox.
No, you gotta bury that thing, man.
Well, yeah, the easiest way to get that,
to
get
dig it
concrete into
out.
one shape, you just dig it out and you bury the bucket.
Well, they
with
have
it.
those
Oh, that's true.
cardboard,
That's true.
those big cardboard cylinders
Yep.
that
Yeah.
you
That's how you put a
and
deck.
then you pour.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Those biodegrade. The good thing with the plastic is if you bury the plastic bucket, you know that concrete's never going to degrade.
But you're also
Now it's
burying
like a
plastic.
time capsule.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I would say this is B.
Yeah. It's a good use for a bucket.
It's
It's
a
a
quick
great
It's a
use
good
for
use,
bucket.
but at the same time, it's a temporary use.
Well, the most permanent fix is a temporary one. If it works, it will not be changed again.
All right. You said
It's
B
a
in that
box.
sentence, so
Yes.
we're gonna say
Fine.
B.
B for
Solid B.
box.
All right.
For
B for
mailbox.
letterbox.
How about road sodas?
What?
We don't mention what
Popping
they are
bottles
here.
in the ice.
Bucket
Yeah.
of beers.
Is that what's
If
happening
any
here?
beach, go to any beach.
Yep. Or
Go to any
when I-
Mexican
Or you could put
cantina.
them in a cooler.
when I lived in Arizona, you go to the bars and they deliver you a bucket of Coronas. That's in ice because it's so
This is a
hot out.
classic beach
Everyone
or
takes them out. It's
Interesting.
very integral and very cultural, but is it needed for a road soda? Like,
No, put
It's
them in
not
a cooler,
needed,
bro.
but it's the same thing. So you could say the same argument with champagne.
Yeah, the
if you get
champagne
champagne
comes
to a
nice.
hotel room, same thing. It comes
That
in a
is a
bucket. Of
bucket.
ice.
And yet, I would rank the champagne higher on the tier list.
But just because it's classy.
It's-
Yes.
yeah.
Unless is that Miller High Life? Because that is the champagne.
oh,
of
that is
beers.
unlabeled.
Yeah, so we don't know.
It's
This could
AI
be the
beer.
This
I
could be
think
the
it's
champagne of
AI.
beers.
This is
We
what
don't know.
AI thinks
those
beer
aren't
is.
even
There's no caps
bubbles
on
or
that.
suds.
That
or
cap
anything,
is
no.
not the
Yeah.
cap on the right is
Something's
not
off.
attached.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true.
I think as
I
a
don't know,
cultural
man.
thing,
Yeah.
the bucket of beers
Yeah.
is it goes crazy.
Yeah.
Bucket of Coronas with like a
think this
little
is-
side plate of limes.
So what I'll also say is like I think the bucket of champagne I would potentially put at S tier.
Yeah, because this doesn't have to be. This is like I say road soda. It could be beer, liquor, anything.
be root beer.
Drinking, like real sodas.
It could be Jarritos.
I think this is either B or A.
I'd say
is where
B.
I'm falling on it.
B or A.
I'll go with B.
I'll
Put them in a
capitulate to
cooler;
B.
they'll stay colder longer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ice will melt very fast.
Well, if you're at a table of 6 people and there's 6 beers in that bucket,
they're gone.
Yeah,
Like
they're
that.
gone.
Yeah, it's mostly for the look.
Yeah.
That and you get the like commercial wet bottle. Yeah.
Yep. And now the most controversial one of them all, the person.
A bucket of people.
What?
A person coming in a bucket.
What comes in a bucket?
Oh,
I didn't add this one.
What?
I
Would you come in a bucket?
no. Well,
You said that in such a way of like, but maybe.
yeah, it's like I never consider. I think that okay.
I mean, as like a control to like keep it contained.
Yeah,
What
are
are
we?
we t-
Is,
what are-
is this all no holds barred?
As a verb, it is hilarious.
Okay, I think something like a jar.
What if it wasn't a person coming in a bucket, but a person coming buckets?
Oh God, is that like a Cards Against Humanity card?
Probably. It
Probably.
is.
We just got age restricted.
Yeah.
That's why we're 13 plus, folks. If you're wondering
All right.
why.
So a human being. I'm going to say D or F. I would like to actually put him with
It's
Charlie
F.
Bucket.
It's
Yeah, it's an-
foul.
it's a
It's
tier.
absolutely foul.
It's not needed
a bucket
at
of
all.
human.
Not necessary, but effective.
I can't.
I mean, it's not going anywhere.
It's
Yeah.
true. All right, and the final one of all this, worms.
Worms.
Yes.
I, especially because
Bucket
of
of
that
worms.
art, I love
Yeah,
that.
That's human made
That's-
art.
We're going.
That's a person drew that.
The AI.
I didn't have it in me to show
Hive mind.
real worms in a bucket. 'cause
The
I felt
AI
bad.
hive mind cannot comprehend this
Yeah.
beautiful
So-
masterpiece.
What I'll also say is I know Jeff is usually partial to not hurting animals. So I as someone who's worked on a farm, you still use buckets of worms just as like fertilizer. Just like we got to get worms.
That's
places.
true.
We
No,
gotta
you're
get
right.
worms.
You're right.
Space
Yes,
needs
some worms.
But-
place needs more worms.
But are you not gentrifying the earth with the worms? Like going like, oh, you don't belong here. Let's put you over there.
Well, no,
Gentrifying
it's-
the earth with
it's-
worms?
Yeah.
Dog,
We're
they came
resettling.
from it.
Yeah.
We are simply colonizing this area with worms.
It's because you're not getting rid of the worms. You're trying to add worms into
Okay.
an ecosystem.
Yeah, these are extra worms. We're not removing worms from somewhere else and
You're
putting
saying,
them
hey,
here.
go do your thing on this earth that's been
Yeah.
plowed.
But
like
imagine
5
someone coming up
times.
to you saying, you know what? You would do better over here. How about we?
Okay,
What you
if they
have to
paid for my
imagine-
transportation.
what you have to imagine is, you must imagine the worm is happy.
Yes.
Second, you must imagine, hey, dude, do you want to go to this place that has unlimited food source and we will keep you safe?
Hey, well, that's a society.
Unless you're
tiff right
late
there. Yeah.
and the bird is early,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah.
The early bird, unfortunately, does catch the worm.
Yeah, so you better not be there at the time, because it's not going to
So-
go
This
well
is
for
why
you.
I sleep in, is to not be caught by the early bird.
This is why, this is why I wouldn't love myself if I was a
You were a
worm.
worm.
Yeah, because
I
I'd
think
get
this
up,
is a B tier.
I'd be taken by that early bird.
I think it's a B. I think.
I think it's flat even.
I would have a small plastic bucket of worms.
I think it's
on hand.
enjoyable in concept.
But you know those
Functional.
styrofoam ones with the lids?
Those make me so sad.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because those are for like fishing.
Yeah.
Those worms
Definitely.
ain't those
Well, and
worms
that's
ain't
more
long
like
for
a
this
cup.
world.
Like-
And it's like you
Your
know that
reptile or
someone's just
something.
dumping that styrofoam into
Yeah.
the river when they're done with it.
Oh, yeah. They're
That
not.
breaks my
It's
heart.
not coming home with them.
Yeah.
Free sample.
So yeah. So are we saying B? Is that what we're doing?
I think
or
this is
A?
B.
Okay.
Okay.
I love
B?
free sample of worm bucket.
All right. So there's your tier list right there. Any alterations we need to make? I think it's pretty
I actually
solid.
really
It looks
agree
really
with most
good.
of this.
Yep.
This is a good bucket list.
Pretty good.
Yep.
It looks like the's a lot of good uses for buckets.
We didn't say
Well
bucket
done.
list.
I am
there.
so proud Maraca's got dead metal B tier. I was brainstorming 10
Oh, yeah.
and like Maraca's
Yep.
came to mind and I was like, oh my god, no, actually.
Would you?
Yeah.
Here's the one final question. Would you put any of these on your bucket list?
So I've done a lot of these personally.
Okay.
I've had a
So you
bucket
could
of
check
pups.
some of these out. Have you had a bucket of worms?
I have.
Okay.
Again, I've
Yeah,
looked
what
over.
would-
All right, you've lived more than me, my friend.
Yeah. I've even stood on. Well, I've stood on buckets. Too.
I've stood on buckets.
I think, actually, no, I've never strapped buckets to my feet.
Would you?
As stilts. I think I would. I think I would put that on my bucket list.
Yeah.
That seems
I agree.
pretty entertaining.
It seems fun. Yeah, for like even the 5 minutes of fleeting fun that it would be.
I think other than that, I've done the cat litter. I've done
I've done the crabs, the popcorn, the chicken.
the candy. The ALS.
Toilet
Okay,
bucket.
ALS challenge. I would do that just for fun.
Yeah. Bring it back. Bring back like normal.
Don't bring back ALS.
Well, no.
We're retro. I know. What if this is what got rid of it, and we're like, no, let's bring it back just so we could do the challenge.
Pretty sure it's the thing.
Okay, so I think we've kind of centered on the bucket appreciation
Exhausted our
idea of this
buckets.
whole thing. So we will, we'll kind of end this with. So Lowe's did come up with their mini buckets.
Yep.
Cute.
They're just small buckets to symbolize.
Great for like pens, scissors, pencils.
Even though I'm a Home Depot guy, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think Lowe's.
well, you
is
gotta
very
have some
cool.
contrast.
I go to Lowe's for the
there's some
more
vibes.
like nicer pendants in a way, and I go to Home Depot for like the wood. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like that's the difference between the two.
Yep.
But
I need a Harbor Freight bucket. That's the only bucket I'm
that's
missing.
true. We talked. Yeah,
I've got a Home Depot bucket. I've got a Lowe's
I'll be on the
bucket.
lookout.
I need a Harbor Freight
Does
bucket.
Costco do buckets?
No.
They should maybe now.
The home
So
improvement stores. Do.
maybe in a year we'll come back to this and talk about like where buckets have come in a year.
Yeah, well, buckets 1 year later.
Yeah.
And then
1 year
next
review.
Year
Where
on,
are they
on
now?
National Bucket Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Where are they now?
And it's just all of us in cast. It's like we tried the buckets on our feet thing. It's just
Yeah.
it
It's
didn't-
not- it
yeah,
didn't
it's
work
not-
out.
yeah.
Doing it.
And to kind of go through our bucket list to see what we've accomplished.
Yeah.
So-
Have you utilized any buckets?
I gotta go
in new
home and eat that
inventive
bucket of
ways?
cotton candy that's been in the fridge for like
Correct.
2 years.
So on February 8th, we will officially call this
Appreciation Day.
Bucket
Bucket
Appreciation Day, and
Yeah.
we'll be back next year
more
on
buckets.
February 8th.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to join us, and have any bucket tales, we'll entertain that. So,
Buckets, yeah.
all right, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope
Thank
it was
you.
somewhat entertaining. Buckets. All right, see you guys. Bye.